come from that.
Yeah.
And now we've come over to these two guys.
Yeah.
And what bands have you come from?
God, I started out playing bass in a little punk outfit out of Tacoma called the Freakouts. We used to play for Girl Trouble, opened for Dick Dale once, which was just awesome. Then I kind of morphed more into the metal scene. Came out of a band called The Wounded Fall. Then when that just kind of fizzled out, I said screw it, and got a lead on these guys, and here I am.
Yeah, but you've been around for about a year?
Yeah, just about.
Coming up a year now?
Just maybe a bit more.
Been here to Vancouver a couple times?
Yep.
And our newest member, what bands have you been in?
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Let's put it this way.
Okay,
He's got his own
check this out.
He's got his own fucking Wikipedia page.
I was just jamming with this dude in Aberdeen for a while, and I started hanging out at the Melbourne practice. And one of my first bands was we were called Skid Row, and which is Scotch Nirvana. Yeah, I played for Nirvana. We went through. A lot of people don't know this, but we went through 5 names before Nirvana. So our first name was Skid Row.
Really?
And then, so we played live. Check us out. So we went up to we had a live radio show on Chaos Radio up in Olympia, Washington. Right? It's a midnight show, and we were Skid Row. And we played a show in Aberdeen, a couple house parties, but this is so we played live on this radio station, right? And I usually don't. But check this shit out. This is crazy. But anyway, so we played the show, and everything was cool, and they recorded it, and the next day we didn't unload the equipment, so I got to show up to Kurt's house to help him unload equipment. I show up at Kurt's house, and he was always painting. He always had his easel.
An easel.
Yeah, with the big paper and shit, right? And so I show up at Kurt's, and he's got this fucking. Oh, we're on the radio. Sorry.
You're okay here.
We got this. He's got this picture of this giant pen, a writing pen, right? He's got and it's just that's all it is, a painting of this giant pen with its cap all chewed up, right? So our name that day, the very next morning after we played a Skid Row on Chaos Radio in Olympia, we were Pin Cap Chew.
Pin Cap Chew.
That was our new name. Right? I swear to God, dude.
That's awesome.
True story. Right? And then we went from there. We did some shows at Pin Cap Chew. We played a lot at Community World Theater. Okay, and then we were Ted Ed Fred. Then we went to the next band I was in after that was Ted Ed Fred because Kurt changed their name again. Okay, so that's the third band, Ted Ed Fred, right? So we're Ted Ed Fred for a while. We did a few shows, up in Tacoma, Community World Theater. And we did Ted Ed Fred, and then our fourth name, Kurt didn't like that, so we went to Bliss.
No.
Okay, Bliss was our fourth name, and we did a show. And if you go to my pictures on Facebook, there's flyers for one of our Bliss shows also, and our Pink Cap Shoe flyer, and our Ted Ed Fred. Yeah, it's on Facebook. If you want to look at the flyers, And then our final name was Nirvana, and then I got canned, and I don't want to get into that right now.
Well, we won't get into that.
But he was in Nirvana. Then right after Nirvana, this is crazy shit. Right after Nirvana, I joined a band called Attica, out of Aberdeen.
Okay.
We were the speed metal kingpins. So, and we were still friends with Kurt and everybody, and we went in. Attica went into the Reciprocal where Bleach was recorded. 4 weeks after Bleach was recorded, so we got to hang out with Jack and same producer and everything. And then after that, I was in after Nirvana in Attica. Then I went to we're called. I can't remember. There's so many. I was talking about Crab Ladder. Then pretty much nobody.
He's been around a bit longer than we have.
Yeah. Quite a few bands.
Indeed.
And most of them are just name changes.
Oh, Septic Sewer. I was been in some punk rock bands too, like Septic Sewer. We were punk rock out of Aberdeen.
So we got 2 punk rock.
Oh, I love punk rock.
That's actually how I got started playing bass.
Favorite, man.
You guys thinking of a punk rock song? I mean,
we got some punk rock songs.
Maybe I can revive one that I wrote from my early days.
Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die!
No, I like the remix of the Devil and the Food stamp card.
Oh, yeah. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number on my food stamp card. First is the government number.
Well, I'm going to let us get back to the show that's going on down in Malibu's. I'm going to return this back to the broadcast that is going on.
Thank you, Vancouver. Thank you.
And we thank you for coming in, and hopefully you can keep us posted, as you do, Steven. as to all the happenings.
Right on.
And
indeed.
Right on. Mm-hmm.
And I'll...
This is Thrash Zone with Billy Boldt. Tonight we have Katon W of Hirax, Steve Smyth of Forbidden and One Machine, and in the morgue we have Colliding Fates. You're listening to Thrash Zone. We'll be back very soon. Here's some Exodus. There we are. Technical difficulties. Hey. Hello, is this Katon?
Yes, it is. How are you?
Katon Pena of Hirax, everybody. Yes, we are live on Thrash Zone. How you doing, Katon?
I'm doing good. Just here in Los Angeles, getting ready for the tour that's upcoming and a new album. So
all right.
Just keeping busy.
Yeah, that single Hellion Rising, that's a beautiful song, man. I mean, you guys really put it together on that one. Your vocals, they're probably the best I've heard from you in years, Katon. You're definitely back on top. Now,
well, I appreciate it. We did a lot of work on the record. That's the first single officially off of the new release that's coming out on SPV Records, and we're real happy with it. And it seems to be people are digging it, so things are going great, man. Can't complain.
Not at all. Now, for I can't believe that anyone out there in the thrash world wouldn't know who Hirax is, but they're a band. They started out, I believe it was 1982, and they put their first album out. It was called Raging Violence, which was in '85. And Katon, that's when I met you for the first time. And in 1985, we all did a show together in Berkeley, which was live at the Eastern Front. And Hirax was one of the bands that played. I know that was a long time ago, Katon. But
yeah, it's actually hard to remember all that stuff back then. But yeah, we did a lot of shows up around the Bay Area back in those days.
Yeah, it was great having you back there. And a little bit more about the band that I thought was really interesting was that you had Eric Brett, who's Kurt Brecht's brother from DRI, play drums for you.
Yep.
And he was on the second album. Is that right? Is that Hate, Fear, and Power?
Yeah, he was on Hate, Fear, and Power in 1986.
Right. And how long was he in the band?
She's not too long. I mean, I think we did that album with him. We did some touring, and then that was actually, the band broke up for a little while, so he was like the last drummer of that period. But it was still really, it was a great time to be a part of the whole scene, and we were so young. I think that was a big part of it too. When you're that young, and all of us were major rager partiers back then. So
right.
I think sometimes the bands didn't realize part of the reason some of them broke up was just that they weren't getting along because they were too messed up on booze.
Yeah. Definitely, and we'll get to that in a little bit, right? Which and there was this period where you had left the band, and
yep.
And you put together Phantasm. That was in 1988, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and that was a great lineup because that had Gene Hoglan of Dark Angel fame and many other bands after, and also Ron McGovney, which was the original bassist for Metallica. And now what came with that? Did you actually put an album release out with that one, with that lineup?
Well, we put the band together right around '87. I think this demo came out right around that time, but really '88's when everything started kicking in, and we did some touring. We did some dates with Nuclear Assault, and the demo actually finally did become a record. But what it was the demo with some live tracks that we recorded while we were on that tour with Nuclear Assault. And that band didn't stay together that long either. But the thing that was great is it was a really fun band. We had, obviously we had some really good players in the band, and I'm real proud of that demo. It's like 6 songs of it's a little bit more technical. It's like technical thrash, but real powerful stuff. Obviously with Gene on the drums, he was such a good drummer even back then.
Well-respected drummer.
You could tell he was going to do great things, and obviously having Ron on bass was great because me and Ron had known each other since the early days of Metallica, so, we used to hang out all the time just partying, and one day we thought, why don't we put a band together, and that's how Phantasm came to life.
That's great. Well, before we move on to that, what happened with Hirax? Why did you leave in the beginning?
Well, I think more, like I said, it was we were partying so much back in those days. Anybody who was around in the early 80s, mid-80s, knows how the scene was. There was a lot of partying going on.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we could see past that, we thought, why don't we get along? Because a lot of us had known each other since we were really young. We went to high school together, junior high, stuff like that.
Right.
But once you start playing, a lot of things come into the whole thing. It's business. It starts becoming a business. Touring is not as easy as everybody thinks. Once you get on the road, there's a lot of work that goes into touring. So, that was pretty much how the band, it pretty much self-imploded. We self-destructed, really. But, there's always something that could be learned from that, too. We learned a lot from those early days, and I think that's why now the band's going stronger than ever because of the mistakes that were made in the past.
Yeah, and you got all that partying out of the way, huh?
Well, not really. I just think what it is, the more you're around, you kind of get better at dealing with people. I mean, we're still human. It's like being in a band with a bunch of brothers, really.
Yeah.
So you're going to have some ups and downs, but I think if you have a common goal, like that's what's really great about the band now. We have a common goal. We all really like making music. That's the main thing first and foremost is just making the music, and then everything else is gravy. Touring is fun, and meeting the fans. There's nothing better than that. So,
yeah.
But like I said, it's the common goal of making the music.
Sure. Well, what surprised me was that when you had left Hirax, it was Paul Bailoff that replaced you from Exodus.
Yeah, for a little while.
Yeah. How long did that happen? Was he only in the band for less than a year, or?
Probably. I mean, I didn't really keep up on it, even though I love Paul. I mean, God bless that guy. He was an amazing frontman. But I didn't really keep up on him. I know he was in the band for a brief period, and I don't know if they ever released anything. They should have. I mean, it'd be nice actually to hear it, because like I said, with me and Paul, I knew him since like '85 too. So It's like, you become like comrades more than anything. Some guys are out there being competitive, but I always thought Paul was an original, really cool dude. So never had any weird shit with him. So when he joined Hirax, I was actually happy for him and them. But I don't know if they ever did release anything under Hirax with Paul on vocals.
I don't know how Paul could measure up like singing your songs, because you have a great voice. I mean, Paul does too, but he doesn't have the range that you do. Yeah, so
it's a different style. Like basic way that I think to look at it is apples and oranges. Paul's stuff, I couldn't do his either. So I mean, it's two ways to look at it. But I hear what you're saying. It's different styles.
Yeah.
But I have, it's funny, dude. I have nothing but great things to say about Paul. A lot of good memories. But yeah, so just different things. But I love that guy. So I mean, I don't know what else to say about Paul Bailoff.
God bless his soul.
Amazing talent.
Yeah, he actually booked one of my shows when I was in a band called Original Sin, when he was the booker at Rock on Broadway in San Francisco.
Yeah, I remember that place.
Yeah.
I remember that place.
Yeah, I did a show there with Death Angel that he gave me a break on my break. So I was
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thank him for that. If you can hear me up there or down there.
Yeah, I hear you.
Right. Well, Katon, and then after some time went by, you rejoined the band in 2002. Am I correct on that? And
close. Actually, 2000. We started getting it together.
Okay.
And we tried to work with some of the old musicians, but the problem was a lot of them. I think people don't really understand that. If years go by, a lot of things have changed. People have kids. They buy houses.
Yes.
They've got a lot of shit on their plate. So you can't really blame anybody. It's just that times have changed and they've got different things going on. So I basically started in 2000, and I went through some changes here and there with different musicians, and then right around 2006, I started working with the Harrison brothers, which is Lance Harrison lead guitars and his brother Steve Harrison on bass. And a little bit earlier before that, actually, I've been working with a drummer named Jorge Icabalas. So I brought all these guys together, and we've been going strong ever since. Like 2006 was when it really kicked in. We flew out to New York City. We did a really amazing underground show there at this record store put on. They flew us out to New York and had us play in this basement. There were like 300 kids in there, just crammed in this basement. So, that's kind of like where we started cutting our teeth on this again. We just started doing shows, and we started traveling to different cities and different countries. And before we knew it, things were really happening. I mean, we've been making some records, but 2006 is, I think, when we got a whole new life. We started doing more.
Yeah, well, you did make that one album, El Diablo Negro, which was a great comeback album.
Yeah, that was the single. It was basically like an EP, 3 songs. It had the main song that really everybody started checking out was El Diablo Negro, and that song to this day is still a really big song in our show. Like live-wise, we always have to play that song. There's certain songs that you have to play in your live set, and that's one of ours.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the better tracks when you see it live. It's powerful. And when you guys played Portland, when you had put your video together, I forget which one it was. You have quite a few of the live tours that you did.
I can actually hear you, but I'm having a hard time hearing you. I can barely hear you. Something's up with the audio.
Is this a little better?
Not yet.
There we go. Now we got it.
Yeah, perfect.
That's Wayne Roche, my producer.
So what was the last question? I heard a little.
Well, I remember with El Diablo Negro around that time. You had come up to Portland. You played a show in Portland. I believe it was at what's that one? The Satyricon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys just blew the place away. But I believe it was El Diablo Negro was the song that stuck out. You actually did a video for it on your DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I am right about that, which is a great DVD, by the way. And you guys are very much an international band. I noticed you guys play like Mexico a lot, and the Spanish countries, and you have quite a large following all around the world.
Yeah, for us, it's it's been a lot of work, and we're still going to be doing a ton more. But traveling. I mean, it's great being from the U.S. We love, obviously we love the United States. We live here, and we're based out of the Los Angeles area. But we've always played up in San Francisco a lot, and we started to go up to further up when we got to Portland. And the first time we played there was unbelievable. I mean, we played there again. It's always been great.
Yeah.
But that first time was pretty magical. It was at the Satyricon, which is an old club that I guess lots of bands have played at, But we did get a great response there, and so now we love playing Portland. Whenever we get a chance to play there, we love going up there because the kids are great. A lot of people up there. There's a better metal scene up there than people realize. People always talk about Seattle, but Portland's fucking great.
I'm telling you, yeah.
So. I mean, it's just been a lot of work, and we travel year-round. Like this year coming up, we've already got tours that we're working on we're going to do a U.S. tour, a full U.S. tour for the first time ever. We're going to go all the way across the U.S., and then we're going to be doing a European tour following that, like 9 days off after that U.S. tour. Then we go to Europe. So there's a lot of things that are in the works, and there's going to be, obviously we'll be going back to South America and Mexico because, like you said, we have a very strong fan base in those countries. I mean, it actually all started in Mexico. We went to Mexico, and it was phenomenal down there, and then we thought, well, maybe we need to go further into, like, South America, and we started going to countries like Chile and Argentina, Venezuela, Brazil. It's people don't even realize some of these countries have such strong metal scenes, and when we go there, they know who we are, so the kids come out.
Oh yeah.
So it's phenomenal. Like it's just gotten better. Recently, we played a place called Paraguay, which we played there this year for the first time, and it was unbelievable. So but it's taken a lot of work. I can't stress that enough to you. It's a lot of work. My band are a bunch of warriors because these guys don't mind getting on these planes and taking these 11-hour flights to play God knows where, And like I said, this year we'll be doing more touring than ever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it has a lot to do with the new album because we just finished Immortal Legacy. And now that the new single for Hellion Rising's out, we're just gearing up to start touring.
That's great. Well, we got to wrap this up, Katon. But I want to thank you for talking with us tonight. We're going to play let's see, La Boca de la Bestia. And
okay.
Yeah. And do you have any plans on, or do you have any idea when you're going to be playing Portland next?
I think we should be up there in March 2014. There's a package tour that we're doing. We can't say anything just yet, but I will let you know, and you can let all your listeners know about the tour. But we should be announcing it right after the new year. There'll be a nice thrash metal package tour coming up through. It starts actually on the East Coast. We start in New Jersey, and it goes all the way across the country up to Portland and Seattle. And I think we're doing a few dates in Canada, so I'll definitely keep you posted. But yeah, the new record's coming soon, and keep an eye out for it. We really appreciate everybody's support, and thanks for having us on the radio show tonight.
Absolutely, thank you, Katon, and you have a good night.
All right, my friend, take care.
All right,
stay metal.
You too. Woo! Katon De La Pena. Yes, of Hirax. What do you think, guys? Yeah. All right. So did you hear what he was saying about how touring's a lot of work and all that? I mean, that's what you guys got cut out for you. All right. We have in studio right now Colliding Fates. They're a young band, pretty much just starting out. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone?
I'm Joe Bear, the singer.
New member also. I'm Travis, the drummer.
I'm Robert, the rhythm guitarist.
My name's Seth, and I do the unclean vocals.
Unclean, as opposed to what's screaming? I don't know.
I sing.
Yeah. These guys are based out of Vancouver, Washington, and I brought them in because, you know, a lot of people say I don't give the young upstarts a chance. Well, I'm here to prove you wrong. We had Chronological Injustice last week. This week we have Colliding Fates. Woo! Yeah. So, and these guys tear it up, and you're going to hear it right now because I'm going to play some Hirax, and then you're going to hear some Colliding Fates right here on Thrash Zone. Welcome back to Thrash Zone. We are sitting here live at the morgue with Colliding Fates.
Woo, how's it going, everybody? What's up, everyone?
What's up, guys?
That's right. Go ahead and introduce yourself again to these people. It's been a while. Oops. We'll stop that. Yeah.
I'm Joe Bear, the lead singer of Colliding Fates.
I'm Travis, the drummer.
I'm Robert, the rhythm guitarist.
I'm Seth, and I do the streams.
That's right. And these guys are going to be doing the Portland Battle of the Bands. It looks like you're in the finals. Is that right?
Yes, and we can give out our information and everything, like our Facebook and our phone number.
That's what you're here for.
Everybody needs, because every ticket sale counts. It's ticket sales is what gets us higher up on the bill. So the more ticket sales, the better. And everybody that buys a ticket from us, we'll love forever.
That's right. And that'll be on December 22nd at the Hawthorne Theater in Portland, Oregon. Yep. And you got a CD out, which we are going to give away, and it's called Ascension. You got, what, 5 or 6 tracks on it?
5.
5 tracks, yeah. And you guys, for those of you who never heard them, that was Twisted Aspirations that we just played. And if you guys want this CD, we want you to call right now, 360-977-LIVE. That's 977-5483. So call us now, and we'll get you some merch, some swag. Swag. Right.
No.
Everybody call.
No swag.
No swag.
But swag.
So what else do you have coming up besides all the bands?
So we actually just got a message tonight from King Banana. He said that we got a show on January 23rd coming up, so at the Hawthorne Theater. So
that's good. Yeah, he's a good guy, King Banana.
Yeah. Some bad stuff kind of happened the last time we got booked with him, so it's kind of not something we like to talk about. But yeah, I'm glad he's giving us another shot. So
good.
I bet he likes bananas.
He's the King Banana. Now, Travis, you and I met a few weeks ago. It was at the Simon Says Die final show for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I caught you there. You guys were supposed to play that night, but it canceled for some reason. What was it? Someone?
Well, we had kind of a member issue. We had a lead guitarist that kind of wasn't up to par with what we wanted. He's a good guitarist.
Yeah.
Don't say we're trying to bash on him or anything, but he just wasn't where we needed, what we wanted exactly.
It was more beneficial to part ways than to keep him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. More beneficial to us.
For the band as a whole, that's what our decision was based off of.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So that's what happened with that, huh? What other shows do you have coming up?
That one with King Banana is really the only one that we have actually booked. Other than that, we're trying to get a few more booked, but that's the only actual one set in stone.
We've been going through recently a lot of member changes, so we're just trying to get solid ground. Like we're working on a new album, so we've been really writing and preparing new songs for the Battle of the Band show we got going on. And then we just found out about the King Banana one, so I imagine we'll probably have a few more coming up in 2014.
Yeah.
It's going to be brutal.
Yeah. So you guys are learning how the business runs, the business aspect of music?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's pretty fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's, having to sell tickets or pay to play and all
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's just terrible, man. I remember those days.
It gets really stressful.
Very stressful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't get any easier as you get more successful.
Oh, heck no. Being in a band is pretty much giving your life to being poor.
Basically, yeah. Look, I talk to guys all the time that are touring the world. Like, for example, Hatriot. They just got back to America. They were just in Belgium, the Netherlands. And Steve Souza, who's the singer, had to pay for their plane fare there,
Yeah.
So that came out of pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And he's losing money. The guy's a foreman in a construction company in San Francisco, and he's making up, bank. He makes way more money doing that than he does in he said, the rock and roll business. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So people that when you're a musician, you basically do it for the love of music.
Oh, exactly.
And creating your art and what it's all about. It's not about being a millionaire, because if that's what you're in it for, forget. You're in the wrong business.
You might as well be Justin Bieber.
Yeah, you might as well.
Put down your instrument and join a boy band. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, Travis, what do you do for Simon Says Die? I know you're like a drum tech, or
I'm pretty much just like whatever they want me to do when I go to a show with them, I'll do it. They tell me to go. They tell me to go watch merch. I'll go watch merch. They tell
You're the
me
gopher.
Yeah, pretty much. They
Go
tell
for
me
this, go for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I pretty much just help them out, do the grunt work. Like you said, I'm the gopher.
Well, actually, you could learn a lot just from, being around Simon Says Die.
Oh yeah,
as they mature, and you could see how as their band gets successful, and you're part of it, and you could watch.
Yeah.
And it gives you a good idea of the business aspect of music.
Yeah, no, I love Simon Says Die. Actually, I learned a lot actually when they played the Project Independent show.
Yeah.
Not too long back. I forgot.
Yeah, is that the that was it? No, wasn't at the Hawthorne? Was it?
Yeah, it was.
It was at the
yes,
Hawthorne.
It was.
Okay. Yeah, there was a bunch of bands there. It was Blood Oath.
Drainage X.
Yeah.
Betrayed by Weakness.
Betrayed by Weakness.
Yeah,
yep.
They were on tour with the Project Independent.
I got them booked for later on. And who else was it? Do you remember? That weird band. Remember with the weird singer and the chick bass player? Who was that?
I don't know.
They were excellent, though.
I was watching Simon Says Dies and
Yeah.
Betrayed by Weakness is merch, so I don't know.
You missed that.
Yeah. I saw Simon Says Die. I was up on stage with them helping, and then I saw Ghost Town Grey was another one.
That was another band, yep.
Yeah, and then I also saw Betrayed by Weakness.
Yeah. That was a busy weekend. I remember that because we had the Hemp Fest.
Oh yeah.
Going on the same weekend. I was in Cloud 9 that weekend. I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, we in Washington State, the voters passed 502, Proposition 502 or something like that, and that made marijuana basically legal. So you can smoke all the weed you want in Washington State, just like you can in Colorado.
If you're 21.
If you're 21. Well, I'm well over 21, but yeah, if you're 21.
Or have medical reasons. So
Yeah.
that's always good.
So who's the chief songwriter?
I pretty much come up with all the riffs, and then he adds the drum parts, and then they just do vocals to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really it's kind of easiest said and done. Is like we're pretty much a jam band.
A jam band?
Yeah. He sits down, he writes a couple riffs that sound good and that go together, and then I come in and I go, hey, okay, I'll put this beat and this beat to it, and then they just come in with the words that they've written, and
put it together.
Yeah, they just reform the words and reform different lines and stuff, and yeah, so
that's kind of how I write my songs. I write everything on the bass, and then I present it to whoever I'm jamming with, and it's like I'm basically a singer. I am the singer, you know? And my vocals or my lyrics are always the last thing that I put down on my music.
Well, yeah,
because they got to fit the music.
Yeah, exactly. You can't try to. You can't have the chicken before you can't.
You write words.
Whatever the fucking saying is, but yeah,
chicken, egg, whatever.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is, but yeah, you can't have you can't try to like. It's a boy band thing. If you have the lyrics before you have the music, then you just put the music to the lyrics. Where metal is completely different. You got to have the music and then put the lyrics to it. That's why I was saying, they've even got to take the lyrics that they've already written and go, okay, well, I got to cut this word out and put this word and put this line down here and put this line up here. And, like, literally the songs that are on the album Ascension, they weren't, the way they're written, like, normally aren't that way. We had to rearrange the different verses and different lines and stuff just to make it, like, fit the songs. And so, yeah.
You guys write your songs a little different. Like I heard some keyboards in there. What is that one song? It was Heavy Revolution. Yeah, that song. When it had some keyboards, and I was like, "Whoa, that just came out of nowhere."
That was actually a last minute kind of thing. We were in the studio recording, and we were recording with Riley Rose of We Rise the Tides.
Oh yeah.
He was like, I think Travis.
He kind of we had a blast beat, like kind of trem picking part in that song, so. He kind of figured, well, it would be like really dark and really just like brutal to put an orchestraic keyboard and the violin and choir over it. And so we were like, okay, well, do that, let's hear it. Let's see what it sounds like.
So who's actually playing those instruments? Like, who's doing the keyboards and the violin?
Well, technically I should be, since I'm like the singer and I was brought into the band for synth and piano and... if we decide to come up with like a dubstep remix of one of our songs, so let's just say, for example, that's what I would be doing.
Yeah. Okay.
But for at the moment, like we have the sample on an MP3 and we put it on Travis's sample pad. So if when we play shows and play that song, what Travis has to do is time everything correctly. So when he hits that sample pad for the orchestraic part, it has to be perfectly timed on when everything starts. So
right after the fill.
Yeah. So
and we don't even play these songs live anymore because we moved on.
Not at the moment.
Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we wrote a whole new set list for the Battle of the Bands. Everything is off of the new album Reform that we're writing.
It's brutal.
So you guys are getting even more hardcore is what you're saying.
Oh,
yeah.
much, yeah.
More dark.
If anybody knows the band Despised Icon, one of our songs is literally based off of off of what they do, just how fast and insane they are. One of our songs is literally like inspired just by them. So
I had to get Travis into it.
You did, huh?
And the cool thing about this album is it's gonna have like a little bit of everything. Like it's all not gonna be just brutality. Like we will have like most of the album will be brutal, but we also have a mix of like, you know, more mellow and chill songs just to kind of even it out and give a little something to everybody out there.
Just play it all hard.
Yeah.
Why slow down, man? That's the way I look at it.
Well, we see it as like we have one song that's like completely. We hate having subgenres, but it's like we have one song that's completely deathcore, which like it's completely on like Whitechapel and Assyria, the local band Assyria. They're really cool, but it's really like that. And then we have another song that we were just talking about. That's just insane blast beats and speed and like it's
black metal,
crazy. Yeah. And then we have another song that it's Joe Bear's main song. Actually, he sings the most of the song, and there's hardly any screaming. It's like metalcore. When I think of it, I don't like saying this honestly, just my personal opinion, but it reminds me of Asking Alexandria.
In a good way. In a good way.
Oh no.
Now you're gonna make me sound out like I'm gonna be like a Danny Warsnop or something.
No.
That's why. Don't take that wrong, but like that's just how I get reminded of me. Now. So offended. 10-10.
That's right. This is Colliding Fates. Anyone want their CD, you call us now, 360-977-LIVE. And we also have some tickets to give away. What tickets do we have here?
It's the Battle of the Bands.
Oh, two free tickets for the Battle of the Bands on December 22nd. That's going to be a great lineup. We have Random Acts, the Raccoons from the Eyes of Cain, and a bunch of other bands I never heard of.
Like 12 different bands.
But they're all good because they made it to the finals. So we know that they definitely have fans. They have stuff that we should be listening to, looking out for.
We're going to melt faces.
I bet you are. These guys are really good, Wayne. What do you think? Yeah? You guys are what like 16, 17 years old?
Well,
I'm
18.
Yeah, me and Joe are 18, and Travis and Robbie are both 16, so.
Yeah.
Holla for the little boys.
but seriously, I mean, at your age, it was just like last week with Gunner. Very impressed.
Yeah, well, we know what we want to do, and so like everybody sees our first EP, Ascension, and it's like it's the hard case, it's fully printed, it's like nothing against the sleeves and everything, but it's fully.
It's not Sharpie on a blank CD.
We got a call, guys. You are talking to Billy Boldt on Thrash Zone. Who is this?
Yeah, this is Reverend Chainsaw from the world-famous Apophis Theory calling in from Highway 14 tonight.
No, John
way.
Fowler. No, here we are. Yeah, Chainsaw John. Hey, John, how are you?
Give me a fucking CD, man.
You want a CD from these guys?
Fuck yeah.
You got
one. Yep, you got one, man.
Yeah. I was just talking about the hemp stock, and Apophis Theory played hemp stock.
Oh, nice.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that was a great show.
And which, for the record, that was not Seattle. That was Kelly Point Park in Portland.
Yes.
I was there.
Kelly Point Park in Portland. That's where they've had it for the last few years. All right, well, you definitely got a CD from these guys.
Oh, yeah.
And Apophis Theory looks forward to being back next year playing hemp stock.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see that. And also, isn't your bass player playing with Chris Ashby is playing with you guys as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great. We had American Roulette here a couple weeks ago, one of my favorite bands. And Chris Ashby, of course, is a member of Swarm PDX also. Yeah, we just got to get that off the ground. All right, so we got you. You're in for Ascension, and I'll get that out to you, John.
All right, man. Thank you very much, and thank you everybody for what you do, and Y'all have a good evening.
You got it, John. Thanks for calling in.
Hope you enjoy, man.
All right, later.
Later.
Yep. Chainsaw John riding the bus. No. Just got off work.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll just get back to some metal here and give our listeners a little more of what you guys are all about.
Sweet.
I'm going to go ahead and we'll do Seeds of Deception by Colliding Fates. Follow that with some Simon Says Die and Nightfall.
You might want to do a different song because that's like the intro to the whole album.
Oh yeah, maybe
so
I will.
That's like a minute and 30 seconds.
Do you want to get
in
Heavy Revolution or?
Yeah, let me get to that. Let's see. Bam, there it is.
Our single.
Yeah.
Ha.
Brutal.
He forgot to press play, dude. Technical difficulties.
It's what is it?
I got it.
Will rise up and will
Yes, that was Cultural Warfare with Whitechapel. And we have online Steve Smyth. Steve, how are you?
Good, man. Yeah, it's actually Smyth.
Smyth, excuse me. Steve Smyth,
Yeah.
who's a very accomplished guitarist. He's played in several Bay Area bands, Vicious Rumors, Testament, Dragon Lord, just to name a few, Forbidden. And, yeah, and tell us about One Machine, because that's your latest project.
Yeah, it's a brand new band. It's based in London, England, where I presently live now, and it's how to put this? There's a lot of in the metal underground, I suppose, some pretty known people that I'm working with within this band. We've got Mikael Manager on vocals. He's ex-mercenary vocalist from Denmark. Another Danish guy on bass guitar, Thomas Kofod, also known as Obese. He was the bass player for Nemec for about 10 years. And then we've also got Jamie Hunt on second guitar, doing lead and rhythm with me. And we've got a relatively new guy, Michele Sana, on drums. He's from Cagliari, Sardinia. And it's kind of an international band of sorts. We've got myself and then all these other guys within the band from different countries, and we've been working on it for a few years here. Just signed a deal with Scarlet Records, and the record comes out February 18th next year. That particular week.
February 18th.
So stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah, just a couple of months. I'm down for that.
Yeah, it's coming right up.
Yeah. Steve is a very accomplished guitarist, like I said. I mean, this guy, I don't know if you've ever seen any of his videos, his guitar clinic videos, are there?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching some of those videos. I was just amazed by your solos, just ripping right through them.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So any plans to roll through Portland, Oregon?
Well, we are aiming for booking probably late next year. As far as getting over here, that is an aim, though. Definitely, I'm wanting to get us here by at least fall next year. Right now, what we're trying to do is plan spring and summer in Europe, and playing quite a few of these festivals over there that happen. The festival season tends to run from about April, May, all the way through to October in most cases. So we can pretty much stay over there and play quite a bit and reach a lot of people over there. So that's going to be a big aim for us to start. But we do want to get over here by at least September, October. That's awesome. The aim.
All right, we'll be looking for you. Now you're also in a cover band, a Black Sabbath cover band, and that is Sweet Leaf. Is that right?
Yeah,
Sweet Leaf,
exactly.
And that's with the singer Schizo. Tell me about that.
Yeah, Lance.
Yeah, Lance, because you guys have been around for like 10, 15 years, haven't you?
Actually, Lance had this before I even joined, and it's kind of funny. We were talking about it earlier this year, and we're like, man, we've been playing together for 20 years now, and it's like longer than I've ever been in another band.
No doubt.
It's crazy. I've been through like I think a couple of bands in between all that over the years here, and here we've had this solidly going on, but it's a lot of fun. We kind of it's a tribute to Black Sabbath, but it's also a tribute to Randy Rhoads era Ozzy, and we've stretched it over the years to cover J.K. Lee and Zakk Wylde. Only the early stuff though, like No Rest. We've never really ventured beyond that record. So like 80s Zakk, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if anyone could play a Zakk solo, it would be you. No
right. Get the hair flips going.
Yeah. Right. You got the hair for it. So now, when you were in Testament, I know you did a couple albums with them. It was First Strike is Still Deadly, and were you on? Was it The Gathering?
No. Actually, I stepped in for James Murphy on that tour, though, the Gathering tour.
Okay.
And actually, Alex Skolnick came back to do. They actually talked him into doing solos for the First Strike record, because it was actually a re-recording of the first two albums. Yeah, just kind of like select cuts off of both of those to make up that record. So they got Alex back in to do that.
Yeah, those are one of my favorite records, definitely, with the Sousa cuts on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
came out really good. It was a solid record, definitely.
Yeah.
I did the touring end of things behind that release, and also the Gathering as well.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite bands, and they did play Vancouver, Washington here a couple of years ago, I think it was Vicious Rumors. And that band has had quite a history of great musicians. I mean, when you look at all the people that played in that band, it is like a list of who's who. And Steve, you're one of them. I can't believe you were in there. You were in there for like 4 years, right?
Yeah, it was about almost 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, you're on a couple
albums together.
Yeah, you put like a couple albums. Was it like Something's Burning or?
Yeah, Something Burning and
Cybercry. Yeah, great albums and good band. I love that band.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm good friends with Kevin Gorski. You know his father, of course.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good friend of mine, man. Chaos.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Kevin's a good guy, man.
He sure is. All right, well, we thank you very much for checking in with us, Steve. We'll be looking out for you for One Machine, and I can't wait till you guys release that. And that'll be in February, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be February 18th. Is the solid date for pretty much most of the world. I think it's gonna be kind of staggered as far as where it's released. But over here, I believe it's gonna be Monday. The 17th.
All right.
Or is it? No, actually, it's Tuesday the 18th. I'm getting that screwed up, man. Yeah, it's definitely Tuesday the 18th.
Nice.
Yeah. So watch out for it. The title of the record is called "The Distortion of Lies and the Overdriven Truth."
All right. Now you're in California now, is that right? Or are you?
I am. Yeah.
You are, okay.
Yeah, I'm over here doing doing the holiday thing, and then we're also doing a few of these Sweet Leaf shows, sneaking them in here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's nice to see you back in the Bay Area. That's for sure.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is
Good
Steve Smyth, everybody, from One Machine, and we're going to be looking out for that release in February. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Billy.
All right. Take care. Have a good night. So we're going to play some Forbidden. We're going to play some Forbidden. Steve Smyth was on that, and we're going to do Forsaken at the Gates. Oh, yeah, that was Forbidden, Forsaken at the Gates. Now that is thrash metal right there.
Yeah.
All right. And you are listening to Thrash Zone. Problems and all. Technical difficulties and all. You guys, we are giving away free merchandise. Call 360-977-LIVE. Oh, and there we go. You are... This is Thrash Zone with Billy Boldt. Who are we talking to here?
Hey, what's up? This is Wes.
Who's this? Wes?
This is Wes. Yeah, Wes.
Yeah, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from home.
From home?
Sitting on the couch.
Yep. Are you here from the Portland Metro, or where are you from?
From Vancouver.
Vancouver. All right. Woo. Cool. Yep. Local guy. All right. Did
I
you want a CD from these guys, Colliding Fates?
Late, but not really do much.
Did you want a CD from these guys, Colliding Fates?
Sure.
Absolutely. Sure. I'm assuming that's why you're calling, right?
Better be.
Yeah. Well, we also have tickets, too. Maybe we should give... Would you like tickets, or would you like a CD?
I'll do the CD.
You'll do the CD? All right. You know
Either one works.
Well, that's actually a good choice, because then he gets to enjoy you guys over and over again.
Very true.
Brutal. Yeah.
But he doesn't get to enjoy the new music. So it kind of got to weigh it out.
That'll be out shortly, though.
Yeah. Well, Wes, make sure that you go to my Facebook page, which is Billy Boldt 666, and like it, and give me your address and everything, and we'll get that CD out to you.
All right.
All right. Good enough. All right. Thank you for calling.
This is the producer. I just want to say that's Wes, who is Magnetic Graphic and Designs. He does a lot of the flyers for all the bands.
Oh, okay.
And he sounds a little dopey because he is doped up.
He said something about his leg?
Yeah, he had the cartilage ripped out of his behind his kneecap, and he just had surgery.
Oh, how'd that happen?
He fell at work.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Owie.
And the good old company is not covering it, so he had already clocked out.
That's America for you.
Yep.
America!
So he was part of the benefit show last night.
Oh, he was.
So
okay.
Yeah, we bought a bunch of toys for his kids and stuff like that.
Yeah,
oh, that's awesome.
And we do want to thank everybody that went to the show last night at Coop Cares. I hear it was very successful and lots of people in attendance. You know. Yeah, well, I was going to ask Wayne what he thought about it, but he gave the mic away. So. Yeah, a lot of people said it was one of the best shows that they have seen of local bands in years, and it was a very strong lineup. Syntax, Undersin, who else we got? Chronological Injustice. Yeah, Syntax Unplugged. Okay, so we had a special set there. We had and the Gangbang. What were they? The Gangbang. Gangbang All-Stars, yeah, which featured featured members from Motor Breath and a bunch of other bands from around here. It's just a collaboration of All-Stars. It was really, really tremendous. And we want to thank everyone for that, because that was a special show for a family. And also Wicked Sin was there. So it really was good. Good turnout. All right. Got to make sure I give everyone their props. All right, you're listening to the Thrash Zone. And I want to let everyone know, next week we have Steve Esquivel of Skin Lab, Larry Howe of Vicious Rumors. In-house, we're going to have World of Lies, and we're also going to have Felix Griffin calling in from DRI and his new band, Bat. So make sure you tune in next week, too. All right, so anything else you guys want to plug?
I don't know. We could go into a bunch of stuff about our new album.
Why don't you?
Okay, so let's start with the name of the album, Reform. We came up with that name when we lost the guitarist that made us not be able to play the Halloween Havoc show with Simon Says Die.
Mm-hmm.
When we lost him, we kind of was like stuck because we didn't know what to do. We had to start writing new music and just pretty much restart. And so we kind of looked around at each other and was like, well, it's kind of our reform. It's kind of our reformation. So it's like...
Starting over?
Exactly. It's a start from anew. So, we were like, might as well call it Reform.
All right.
So we just thought it fit perfectly.
So, Travis, did you actually start this band? You're the one that started it, right?
It was actually me and our I can't really say original vocalist because he wasn't ever on any recorded material, but it was me and a kid named Max.
One of our good friends from Evergreen High School.
Yeah. Me and him kind of got together, and we had the same musical interests, and he was a vocalist, and so I was like, okay, well, come over and hear me drum. And he came over, and we were like, okay, well, let's get this started. Let's start looking for members and stuff. And he went out and found Seth, the screamer now.
Screamer, I love that. No one's a singer anymore, Wayne. They're screamers.
Joe Bear is.
I'm a singer.
Oh, no. Oh, you're the clean vocals.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that started. We got Seth in it. We kind of just literally our first what was it, 5-10 band practices weren't even band practices. It was like, come over and watch me play drums.
Yeah, me and Max would be like, hey, Travis, like, hey, the band practice with me and Max, like, sure, and we go over there and we just be sitting there like
play Nintendo.
Pretty much doing whatever the hell
pretty
we were doing.
Yeah.
Then Travis would start jamming on the drums, and Max was like, "Oh fuck, that's pretty intense."
Yeah, I wasn't in the band at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that happened, and then Seth came to me one day and was like, "Hey, so I know we're looking for guitarists. I met this kid on. Where'd you meet Jesse? Even?"
Through a friend. I was talking.
It was a friend of a friend. Yay!
Yeah, I was talking to her about my band and blah blah. I'm like, yeah, we're looking for a guitarist. And she's like, oh, I know a guitarist. I'm like, oh, really? So she sent me his Facebook profile, and then I started messaging him, and I was like, blah blah blah. Hey, come play, blah, all the good stuff of talking to potential members, and he came out to a
audition.
Yeah,
really.
audition. We were like,
yeah, he came out. Yeah, he came out and. He literally, when a kid can sit down and, just shred like he could, I'm sorry, but, in my book at that time, it was like, okay, you're in.
Yeah. Then you have to think about it, huh?
Oh, yeah, well, see, then we came out with, Ascension and everything, and then we went to write new music afterwards, and actually one of the new songs on Reform, it's called Fall of Humanity. We started writing that song, and we showed it to him. Me and Robbie did. We started writing it, and we showed it to him, and he was like, you need this.
More power chords and more triplets.
Long story short, it wasn't thrashy enough for him. He's more of the 80s thrash,
Megadeth.
Yeah, we love that. Nothing against it. Yeah, nothing against it. We love it, just not what we wanted to play. So, just like with the other guitarist, Kyle, it was just better in our way. It was better for the band to just kind of split ways and kind of go our...
It was a mutual thing, too, because he wanted to leave. When we talked to him, we talked to him about it, and we were saying, what we were concerned with, and then he was, kind of on the same page with us that, he wanted to go do his own thing, so...
Yeah, he kind of talked to us about, wanting to quit, maybe, too, and so we kind of just looked at it as, okay, well...
Peace out.
Maybe you should go, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And he wanted to go start some, post-hardcore indie band.
That was Kyle, not Jesse.
We're still on the subject.
Yeah, we're still on the subject of Jesse. You need to listen.
You're just a little ahead, Robbie. Just a little.
Get your shit together, Robbie.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome you guys found each other. It's like when I was looking for band members, it took me over a year.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing. I think making a band, the first thing you gotta do is find members who click with each other. Because if you can't find members
that click with each other, that don't fight, and that can write music together,
or flake.
Yeah,
or flake. That was Max's
I had
problem.
a lot of people that they wanted to jam with me and get swarmed together and all that. And and then they wouldn't show up.
Jamming,
what the hell? Yeah,
jamming is not tonsil hockey with your girlfriend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's not practicing.
Yeah.
So, are we going to be working on the next album then, or?
What do you mean?
Well, I thought because this is your first that you put together. Ascension.
Yes.
Okay. So, are you writing material for? You say you have new songs.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the new material for Reform.
We actually have more songs right now than on that album.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
so you're ready to go.
Yeah,
we're really stoked for this.
When do you start recording then?
We're gonna have to figure that out, but I think we were
hit up your parents.
We need money. Pretty much, but we plan on going. I think our direction was either with Steven of
standalone recordings, and then the one
and
who
then D-Rex Studios.
Yeah.
That recorded a series.
We were planning on putting out
single.
a single to like kind of hype up the album. Like the hard thing is we're gonna have to pick one song, and like all the songs we've been writing lately are pretty badass. So
yeah, so we just got to kind of decide which one song we want to record and go in and record it as our single, then release it and push it, and because we don't plan on actually releasing the full until like late 2014.
Yeah, a little later, 2014.
And even just like looking at the way the process is going right now with like the money issue, it may even get pushed into a little bit of 2015.
Definitely takes a lot of money to put this stuff out.
Especially a full length. We're planning on trying to do a full length, so.
Especially at this age with no job.
Right.
Oh yeah, no job sucks.
Just flip burgers, man.
Yeah.
You know, when I was 16, I worked at Pizza Hut. You know, and that's what I had to do to get my music out. You know, so.
Yeah, whatever you got to do, really.
Whatever you got to do. Pump gas, I don't care. Whatever, man.
Well,
that's the job.
That's also where merchandise helps, though. We're actually big news. Actually, we haven't even put this on our Facebook page yet, and that's like our main source of like information for us. So if you want to know about anything new colliding fates, go to our Facebook page. Go to our wow, spit it out. When do you guys talk?
Go to our Facebook page, Colliding Fates, and get all of our updates.
There you go.
You got all tongue-tied.
Yeah,
that's why you're the drummer, man.
No, exactly. I don't do vocals for that exact reason.
Yeah, that's great. All right, so I guess we'll bust into a couple more tunes, and we'll close the show out. And this is a song that's from a good friend of mine, Gary Wendt. The band's called The Ghost Next Door, and this is a new track that he's given me the permission to play. It's called All Fall Down, and it's being heard for the first time right here on Coot Radio.
Woo!
Yeah, and this is an awesome band. They're playing a show in Berkeley pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
So, brutal. Yeah. This is The Ghost Next Door. Woo! Brutal. That was Terrorizer with Fear of Napalm. We are in studio at the morgue with Colliding Fates, and we're wrapping up our segment here with the third edition of Thrash Zone. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And any parting words, guys?
You got anything to say, Jover?
Well,
Who's talked the least?
you guys just keep talking and give me hardly a chance to even talk.
Sorry,
That's our job.
But I'm the singer. I should be always talking.
We have seniority.
Seniority. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Hey, what did he just talk about? Don't tell
I'm
anybody
sorry.
to go fuck themselves.
Yep, and you broke that rule already.
Done goofed.
Within not even 5 minutes. What, it's been like 30 seconds?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so maybe one last thing about the Battle of the Bands?
Well,
expect new.
Yeah, we have new music being written. We're currently in the construction of Dystopia, and it's going to be brutal as hell. So.
Oh, as I was saying right before we went off, big announcement. We have T-shirts that we should be getting. I should have them in my room by Friday.
Okay.
So I should have the box of them in my room by Friday. So
how can they find you on Facebook?
Just go into Facebook on that little search bar, type in Colliding Fates. We should be the first one to pop up.
Yeah. You can even go on to Google and type in Colliding Fates, and our Facebook page is the first one to come up.
And right after that is a Minecraft server.
So no, we're not Minecraft. No, we're the one above it.
So yeah, we're gonna be getting shirts, so they look pretty badass too. So you gotta like our Facebook page and keep up to date with that.
Yeah, I'll be posting when I get my internet back in my house. I'll post the picture of all of our merch that we have, our CD and the T-shirts. And so, 2 different designs also, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
We love it.
Variety up in this bitch.
All right. So, is that it? No?
Actually, just because I'm on the subject of T-shirts, I want to give a shout-out to the guy that is getting the T-shirts for us. His name's Jesse Layton. He works at OAF Corp. If that's the only way I've known how to say it, so... yeah, OAF Corp. You can find him on Facebook. You can look him up online.
That's the man that's actually printing them up for you?
Yes.
Putting them together?
Yes.
Nice.
He's really awesome. He worked with us very well. We're actually getting high-quality Hanes T-shirts for a very cheap budget.
No Fruit of the Loom?
I was just going to say that.
We're not that rich now.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, one
and we're
day.
not grapes.
Yeah. Butt grapes. All right. Well, that is Colliding Fates, everyone, from Vancouver, Washington. Keep an eye out for them. We're going to play one last track of theirs, and it looks like it's going to be Happy Valley.
Heck yeah, awesome go-out song.
Sounds like they're happy, but trust me, these guys are angry.
Yeah, we're a metal band. We're just angry all the time.
They're pissed off.
Wait till you hear this song.
Pissed off teenagers. Yeah. All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you at the Battle of the Bands, and thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for having us.
All right. And this is Coov Radio Thrash Zone, and we wish you all a good night. We're going to play Happy Valley, and then part with you with Dark Angel, Perish in Flames.
my